Hey guys, Phantom here, and welcome to another horror video. Now, it's been a while since I reacted to this YouTuber's horror stories. Name Wansee, and I believe that's how you say it, Wansee Entertainment. Now, the title of the video is called True Scary Pizza Delivery Horror Story, which I'm guessing this what happened to another person who used to or still delivers pizza. And honestly, thinking of pizza now, that kind of make me want to get some now. But nah, get that another time. Maybe one day I'll just hang with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, see if they got any slices of pizzas left. If Michelangelo haven't ate it all. But we're getting sidetracked. Let's see what we will watch.
When I first moved away for college, my mom and dad bought me this beat-up old Toyota Matrix so I could drive home whenever I wanted. I grew to hate the old piece of trash after a while, but it got me from point A to B, and it helped me get a job as a delivery driver for a pizza place, so I'll always appreciate the gesture. But then one night, when I was making a delivery, something happened that meant that from that night on, I never got into the driver's seat of it, ever again. So, like I said, I'm making deliveries one night, and I'd just gotten back into my car after dropping off a bunch of pizzas in an apartment building, when I suddenly realized I hadn't locked the passenger side door. And the only reason I realized I hadn't locked the door was because this guy opens up the door and climbs into my car. And right as I'm about to tell the guy to get out, you see, he has a gun. I'm too scared to even say anything, and he just points it right in my face and says all out of breath, "Drive." As I'm pulling into the street, literally trembling in my seat, I see these two cops sprinting out of an alley in my rear view. And that's when it hits me that they were probably chasing him. They probably had enough time to call in my license plate. Turns out I was
Yo,
dead
I
right
would
about
definitely
that,
be
because the
scared if
next
that
thing
guy
I
had a
know, I
gun
see
pointed at my head.
flashing lights in the rear view. I didn't even have to look over at the guy. I just see him raise the gun up, pointing it at me, and he says, "If you stop this car, I'll blow your head off." So I drove, and kept driving until we were out in the suburbs. The whole time the cops are tailing, and they're not shouting, like, "pull over" or whatever, through their bullhorns or whatever you call it. And I figured it's because they know that the guy basically carjacked me and that there's a hostage situation going on. And the whole time the guy's like, "drive faster." And all I can say is, "I can't. This thing's a piece of trash. If I put my foot down, the engine might freaking give out." So he's content to just delay the inevitable for as long as he could. I don't know exactly how long we were driving because the little digital clock was busted. But after a while, we started to see fields and stuff. Then my gas light starts blinking, and I tell the guy that if we don't at least try and stop for gas, that we were eventually just going to come to a rolling stop. He tells me to stop at the next gas station we see, so that's exactly what I do. But not before the guy uses his phone to call 911, telling the operator exactly what's going on, and to tell cops that if they come near the car while we're topping up our gas, he's going to kill the hostage, i.e., me. We
That's what
eventually
I'm
pull
guessing
into
you.
this gas station in the middle of nowhere, and I'm absolutely terrified. But I ask him if he wants me to get out to top off the tank. He looks around and sees it's one of those pumps that stays locked unless you pay first, so he says no. But he has to think of something out before he lets me get out of the car. The cops are keeping a safe distance while this is going on, as they obviously thought the guy was straight up ready to kill me. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't think that too. The whole time they're shouting over their mics like, "Let the hostage go, we can work something out, and no one has to die over this, Malcolm. Just surrender, and we'll get you help." He's stalling the whole time, pointing the gun to my head every so often to warn the cops off, and I swear that every time he did it, I thought he was going to pull the trigger and just end it. But looking back, if they did that, the cops would have just swarmed the car and shot him, or at least I think they would have anyway. Then there came a point where I could see that he was trying to work out how to
Hold
get
up, hold
out
up,
of the
hold up.
mess he got himself.
Honestly, I didn't think that being a pizza delivery guy would be so horrifying in case there is someone that's gonna carjack you or try to steal some out of your car. I mean, there's a lot of bad people out there, guys. We just don't know when it's gonna strike you. Honestly, if that was me, and if I would have known from my mistake, I'd keep a weapon with me at all times. At least pepper spray the guy. If that doesn't work, then I don't know. I'm just pointing out strategies, some suggestions.
Into. He knew he couldn't get out of the car to get the clerk to unlock the pumps, as they'd ran for cover as soon as they saw that it was a dangerous situation. There was no way for him to get their attention. Then he seemed convinced that if I got out of the car, I'd run off to the cops, like, right away, which, to be fair, was my number one escape plan at the time.
He'll shoot you in
How
an
far
instant.
we'd go if we just took off with the gas I had in the tank, and I told him about a mile or two, not far at all. And he lets out this real deep sigh, like a balloon deflating or something, which I suppose was exactly what was happening. He was all out of ideas. He knew this was the end of it. And right then, I realized that was the point, that he was at his most dangerous. I was pretty much convinced that I was going to die by that point, having gotten it into my head that the guy was going to just go out in a blaze of glory by shooting me and then unloading the rest of his ammo onto the cops. And then when I heard him say himself, screw it, and he did something to the gun, like cock it or take the safety off, I thought to myself, this is it. This is how my life ends. In a trashy car with some loser maniac. I shut my eyes, felt my hands gripping the steering wheel so hard I could feel it shaking. And then bang. Only a second later, instead of feeling, well, nothing, I found I could open my eyes. But the first thing I saw when I opened them was a few specks of blood on the dash near the passenger side. Then when I turned, I instantly started dry heaving. Because the guy had obviously put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Because there was a ton of blood and chunks of brain matter all over the ceiling of my car. I opened up the door and was puking with my hands raised above my head while I heard the cops shouting, "Get down to the ground." I had to lie in my own puke, man. Just lie there while they ran over with their guns on me just in case I was somehow in on it. It sounds crazy, but I really didn't mind. Knowing it was all over, that I was safe, well, relatively anyway. It was all gravy by that point. Like, I don't even think I can really describe that kind of relief in actual words. I literally felt high off of it. You see and hear about people crying in the aftermath of stuff like that, and I guess that's just how they deal with the emotion. But to me, it kind of felt like I'd won something. Like I beat the carjacker by surviving or whatever. Anyway, I better sign off before this starts sounding too abstract, but I can definitely say I wouldn't wish that kind of experience on anyone. Ever.
Of course, for a robber that just carjacked someone who can't even think of a strategy to get out of this, he had to resort to suicide. To be honest, if that was me, I would have been traumatized. Being in a dangerous situation like that will always equal death. Sometimes. There's no moral that I can even put like this. But yeah, anyway, guys, I know this was a short video, but I just wanted to add more videos and what should I react to next. Since most of these is going to be short reaction videos, and there will be like more than one video that I can react to. Like I take like my special video that I made when I reached over 100 subscribers. I made 3 videos. I made one video by reacting to 3 horror videos. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you scare that like button. Comment what you think. Stab that notification bell for more of my videos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. But anyway, I'm Fam the Dark Hoodie, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.